Experience Karen Hunter
in a completely different way.
Karen Hunter is awesome. The podcast.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed. I like everybody on this channel, and I love everybody on this channel. There's not a single host that I'm like Monday through Friday. Let me be very clear. There's not a single host Monday through Friday that I'm not like, I love them. And not for any reason, not that they're in alignment, but because of who they are as people and how they move in the world and how they love us. My love is a little conditional. You know, I require that you love us to be down with us at this point, you know, and you don't know until people are in this space, in these spaces, whether or not they're going to bring that heart to deliver to the people. I had a nice talk with Clay last week. Love that man. And everything that he's brought. And in many ways, there's a modeling, you know, so he's bringing Reese got all these folk and just how the team is. I am grateful, but that none of this could happen without you. So let me just take a moment to thank all of the folk who subscribe, many of you just for this channel. It matters when they send out these little surveys and stuff. It matters that you say Urban View. It matters because it's not rated. The only way they know is by you being intentional. So Karen Hunter's awesome. Now you got Laree to love on as well on the Women's Empowerment Network. Laree breaks it down. Lurie breaks it down. Lurie breaks it down. New podcast launched today. So incredibly proud of her. Oh my God, she is doing the thing. So there's that, and the global majority. Look, you gotta wear clothes. I have on. I don't normally wear crew neck like things because I don't know if my neck is good for the crew, but I was telling Joda during the break, we were laughing because, you know, Rick was like, that last drop you ain't really promoted, and I was like, I'm not somebody that's gonna be like, go out and buy this, because again, we're gonna save our money. But if you're gonna wear something, or if you're giving a gift or whatever, and this is how the drop works, because I think people think I ordered it, why didn't I get my stuff? You order, we make it. You order, we make it, and then we ship it. So that there's not a whole lot of overhead in terms of warehousing. Now, we do have items, T-shirts and things that we do keep in stock, but I'm not Nordstrom's yet. Can be, will be eventually, but, you know, we are trying to create a business that's going to be here forever. I just saw Prada's buying Versace. You know, these are brands that people can't wait to wear. And I don't know Versace or Mr. Prada. Some of y'all got Prada shoes and all of this. I don't see them in our community. I don't see them out here helping us build the next thing. We're doing that here. And the support of doing this in the wake of companies pulling back from things like this. I know somebody was like, I don't know if Urban View, blah, 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 if you're going to be targeted. Well, the way we bulletproof ourselves is through support. However you do, whether it's listening to a podcast, if you don't have any coin, if you got coin, double down on bringing it back here so that I can then do more things with the people. We have so many folk in narrative and Nubia, new classes coming as well. Dr. Black, we're working on a rites of passage. Like we're building in real time. And I did this. Those of you who have been with me from day one, October of 2014, even during our August 30-day trial, I have been very intentional about being transparent about how to build something from nothing. You have witnessed it. You witnessed the first iteration of the global majority. I've seen some of y'all out there with the Harriet Tubman, the Ida B. Wells, and I was like, that's the first iteration where I was literally going to the post office, shipping out your stuff, to the point now where we are with garments that we can make. And I'm very, very proud. But that couldn't happen again without you. But that has allowed me to be able to hire all these young people and old people.
it's a pleasure. I was talking to my editor over at the Hub, which is something that we're reimagining because it's needed. Again, listening to Eljoy Williams, thank you. You don't even know how inspiring. This is why when you do the thing with intention, the inspiration is out in the universe. I'm sure there's somebody today thinking about the conversation we had in the first hour, like how can I do more, what I can do. But I was listening to Eljoy Williams and I was like, we need to shift focus at the Hub. So I spent all morning directing traffic, but I was saying how important it is while companies are laying folk off and firing folk. I'm expanding off of my own dime. I don't have, investments coming in from these people. And I was like, you look at these companies that have, $10 million or $50 million or even $1 million. And we are literally building off of what we have and throwing it into the future. And I think that's the way forward. Even this putting it together for a round of funding. No, we're enough and we can sustain ourselves and we can build and grow in real time because that's what circulation of capital looks like. And it should happen in your family. What Terry Williams was saying about buying a 4-family house or a 2-family house. We know NACA funds that. So Terry Williams, One United has one program. NACA has another program that allow you to go and then you can rent it out. Your mama shouldn't have to be in somebody. You shouldn't be paying rent to somebody who doesn't care about you, who can jack up the rent at any time. We should control our own destiny if you can. But it requires a little discipline, maybe a lot of discipline for some of us. But again, you don't have to get ready if you are already ready. If you're already ready, and if it's part of your nature to be a planner and somebody that sits and is intentional. If you haven't sat down, maybe some of you in January, I do it every January, but I also, do it every quarter with the game plan. You got to have a game plan for what it is you want to do. And if this year your goal is to buy a home, what have you done to prepare for that? If this year you're worried about, I'm going to lose my job, or what if they don't give me Social Security? And it was funny to watch Terry's face when I was like, maybe they will get rid of the FDIC because maybe they want to collapse this government. She hadn't considered that. She was like, who would do that? These people, because they're global citizens. They don't care about this country. They're going to sell it off for parts. So what does that mean for the rest of us? Well, that means we got to get really clear about, okay, how do I replace my salary? How do I replace Social Security if I have to? What's my plan? What won't go away? What won't they let go away? And she's right, as a banker, the banks are tied to some things and they run this country until they don't, like everything can change. But what's not going to change is our relationship to each other and to ourselves. We all live somewhere.
Introducing
A new podcast.
Karen Hunter is awesome.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. So check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.
Karen Hunter is awesome. A new podcast from Karen Hunter.